Hello, welcome to this week's video. Today I am going to be showing you how to recreate this look. So if you would like to see how I created it, then please keep watching. I'm going to start with the eyes just because it's a bit of a more colourful look. I don't want it to drop down onto my face. The first thing I'm going to use is Anastasia Beverly Hills eye primer, and I've not actually used this yet. This is like a little sample that I got. So I'm going to give it a go and see what it's like. I'm just going to get like a flat brush. So when it's like that, I just like to use my finger then to pat it in. So I don't like it to be too carved out into my eyebrow. I might put a tiny bit underneath. Oh my god, that tickles so much. And I'm using the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. So what I'm going to do is, this is also wet. I've not put any eyeshadow or powder or anything over it. I'm going straight in with that purple. So this brush is flat and it's quite wide and it's not too dense, but it's quite thick. And I'm just like placing it on the eye and then wiggling it. And then I'm using the side that I haven't like dipped into the palette to sort of like tilt the brush up and blend the edge of it. This is basically how NARS train you how to do a smoky eye, and even though it's absolute madness, like, it's so much quicker. But it definitely takes a bit of practice doing it this way. Just keep blending. Literally never too much blending. I know it looks a bit mad now. One of them, you gotta trust the process. I think as well, when you're doing your eye makeup before your face makeup, whatever you're doing, it will just look a bit mad for a bit. I've got this purple lip liner from NARS. This is in the shade Star Rockin'. I think just to get a bit of definition, I'm gonna work very quickly with it because I think they dry quite fast. I'm just warming it up on the back of my hand like this. Lightly sketch along my lash line like a small bullet blending brush. So it just gives it a bit more something. And go back in with that original shade from the palette. This is going to be like smudged out. You don't need to be too precise with it. But I would say make sure you get right into the lash line because you don't want like gaps of colour. Seamless from your eyelashes all the way up to your eyebrow. I'm just going to take that same brush now and just go in with this colour Twilight. Maybe a little bit of retrograde. Yeah, why not? And I'm going to use my brush upside down and look down into the palette and just press. I'm just taking it slightly higher so you can see when the eyes open as well. Gorge, love that. I absolutely love purple. I haven't used it in ages. And then I think what I'm going to do as well is just spray them a NYX Dewy Finish setting spray. So while it's still wet. There's loads of different layers to the look. If you want it like a bit more of just like a gentle shimmer on your eye, you can just leave it as it was before I sprayed. I think what I'm going to do, just take like a black kohl liner. This is a NARS one. Again, just warm it up on the back of my hand. I'm going to do my upper waterline. So that just makes a little bit of a more of a definition. And then I'm going to pop a little bit on the lash line as well. So just get right into the roots of the lashes. My face right now is just hilarious. I'm just smudging that line in so it's not too harsh. Like I say, all nice and like seamless, no harsh lines from the eyelashes all the way up to your eyebrow. Front of the eye, I'm just going to take that brush with whatever's left on it, loads of just glitter and stuff. I'm just going to sweep it underneath the eye. Just going to take that liner. And then the black in the waterline. I can't not make that face, so I'm so sorry. So I have just washed underneath my eyes. Just get rid of any fallout. Go in with mascara. This is the Real mascara. So I'm just gonna do my base. So I've got my normal primer. This is the NARS Radiance Primer and it's got SPF 35 in it. I'm going to use the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Marron Glacé. I'm using a concealer because my eyes are quite dark. I just like to brighten them up a little bit. And then I just take a little fluffy brush. And then what I tend to do is get my finger, like my ring finger, and look right up and get underneath the lashes to blend the concealer into the eyeshadow. Next thing I'm going to use is the NARS Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturiser, and this is in the colour Saint Moritz. And I'm also going to mix it with a bit of MAC Face and Body. I like to use a tinted moisturiser when I've done like quite a heavy eye, just because I don't like it to be too much, like too much going on. This tinted moisturiser is gorgeous. It's got SPF 30 in it as well, which is fab. This combo is just gorgeous. This is the Bobbi Brown Skin Foundation Stick in the colour Cool Almond. My little NARS brush. For blush, I do want a bit of colour that's gonna like tie in. So I'm gonna use NARS Orgasm. Where I'd usually take my blush right into my nose, I'm not gonna do it because I want to keep that like brightness underneath. A little bit on my nose. Sticking with the sort of pinky theme, I'm gonna use the Iconic Illuminator drops in the colour Blush. Because a little bit really does go a long way. Oh, it's just unreal though. Just gonna take a little bit more of that. just on my ring finger. I'm gonna mix 2 fingers together and then use it on the inner corner of my eye. And then for brows, I'm gonna pop a little bit of clear brow gel. This is the Anastasia one. And I'm just gonna take MAC Shape and Shade Brow Tint in the shade Spiked. Just with the eye makeup, I want them to be quite fluffy. I'm going to pop a tiny little bit of the Marc Jacobs Accomplice powder in the shade Siren. I'm going to do some freckles, because why not? I'm using the Shape and Shade Brow Tint, so this is the same one that I use for my eyebrows. Cute. I'm going to use NARS Power Matte Lip Pigment and Get It On. I'm going to use this face. And then I'm just going to use a little bit of Morocco lip liner from NARS. And that is the finished look. I haven't done like a proper colourful look in ages. I really enjoyed doing it. I'm really enjoying this lip as well. It's so different to what I'd usually wear. I feel like my lips look well bigger. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like, and you can subscribe to my channel if you want to. If you share this video, I will give you a really big hug when we are not in lockdown anymore. I will link my Instagram below and we can be best friends. If you have any questions about anything, like what I've used and stuff, either drop a little comment or message me on Instagram. Smokey. Radiant Tinted Moist. My nose is so itchy. I'm petrified to sharpen this because it's that small. Tickles so much.